Hey guys, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a great Sunday so far. Felt like doing a video about the season ahead, but more specifically about what a pass mark looks like for the footy club. Not so much for Ross Lyon, because we know he's going to get a couple of years at the very least to kind of turn this stuff around. But for Sainers abroad watching this video, we've all got pretty differing opinions on what success looks like, at least in the short term with the new coaches, and specifically Ross and the changes that he's implemented already in the off season. So I thought I'd do a video because I want to hear your opinions, Sainers. I want to see in the comments what a pass mark looks like for you. Now for me, honestly, it's changed by the month. Like when we first got Ross, I was like, great, we've got Ross. Finals next year, finals or bust. That's what we're doing. We're making the top 8 straight away in 2023. And then from 24, 25 onwards, we're competing 26, 27. Baby, we're in the grand final back to back and winning flags. So I got a bit carried away, I'll be honest. But now I'm kind of more like, minus the injuries. Obviously the injuries, I guess, subconsciously make us, kind of tone down the expectation on what a successful year in 2023 looks like. Now I'm more like, it's not really finals. Like for me, obviously I want us to make finals, and I think at our best if Ross gets the best out of this group quicker than maybe a lot of people think. Top 8 is definitely on the cards. Obviously we've got a pretty stable list. It's not top tier talented list like a lot of the other top 8 clubs, but it's got a lot of, I guess, evenness and balance around the 22 that would play, or 23 that would play most weeks. And if we do get Kingy and Hayes and these guys back and they play well, anything's possible with this list under a Ross Lyon regime. But I guess my current sort of opinion on it is there's a lot of short-term gains that we can get from Ross, but there's also a lot of long-term gains. And I think obviously the long-term gains are more important because we've seen coaches come in and short-term we've played well and we've won a few games, but then the season after that and after that and after that, we just don't show any consistency, and then we revert back to the shit that we've seen, and then inevitably we sack that coach and then we rinse and repeat. And that's how it's been since Ross Lyon. Like, we're not sugarcoating that. We know that. So for me, it's about the long term. So obviously winning games is first and foremost very important, and everyone knows, like everyone that knows me that watches the channel knows that I hate losing and knows that I want the club to win at all costs. So that's, I just wanted to get that out there. I'm not saying that if we win one game for the year, but we change the culture, it's important. No, winning is very, very important. Winning is everything. I want us to win a lot of games this year. Don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of churn and burn that's going to have to take place in that process. So Ross is going to have to play players every week and mix it up. Know who's capable of playing and implementing his game plan and know who's not. Obviously, that's going to result in some teething issues. We're going to see some ups, for sure. We're going to see some games where like, shit, that's a game that St Kilda wouldn't have won under another coach. And then we would see the opposite, where we lose games and it's like, the boys didn't look like they had any idea what was going on. Which is obviously going to happen. New game plan, new coaches, new pressures. It's going to be a new environment at Moorabbin this year for sure. So I know that some Sainers, if we don't make finals, they think that it's failed, and the Ross Lyon experiment and getting Lenny and Halves and BJ, getting all these guys back is just a failed experiment because we don't make finals in 2023. But it's really 2024 onwards where I think that microscope can really be zoomed in on Ross and the coaches, and I think finals is definitely on the agenda for them, at least this year and every year. I mean, Ross is like, the most competitive coach that St Kilda's really ever had. He wants to win every single week. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. So we know that the boys are going to go out every week hoping to win. But my question, as I said at the start, is what is your pass mark? What is your goal? What's the bare minimum result for the club? Mine, obviously, I've flagged kind of what I think already, but if I had to just kind of summarize it, I would say it's to be an ultra-competitive team, not to lose any game by an absurd margin, not to cough up, a lead and lose, which we've done in the last couple of years, and just to play a recognisable brand of football that looks like it's capable of standing up in finals. You know, whether we make finals or not this year, that's kind of a different discussion, but I want to play a brand of football where if we do make finals or whether we don't, you think, well, if we did make finals, that stands up. Like, I want to compete against the good teams. I want to be able to physically match up well against the top teams. Now, again, if we don't win those games, that to me is a little bit irrelevant. It's about the way we go about it when we play. And I think a lot of Saints fans know that if they know what they're going to get from their boys when they run out of that race at Marvel every single week, whether they win or lose, they'll feel a lot more comfortable about the path of the club. Whereas over the last couple of years, and obviously towards the end of Ratz's reign, we didn't know what we were going to get. 1 week it was brilliant, 1 week it was shit, 1 week was brilliant, 1 week it was shit. We didn't know. They were just so unpredictable. We don't want our footy club to be unpredictable anymore. We want to know that every week we're going to be really tough to play against and it's not going to be a cakewalk for the opposition. So pass mark for me is just to be an ultra competitive footy club. I obviously want to make finals, but I don't think that's a fail if we don't make finals. I think that if we do make finals, if anything, it's a bit of a bonus because there's going to be a lot of changes to the footy club in the next 12 months, and there already has been a lot of changes in the last 6 months. So it's going to continue to happen, and my faith is pretty high in the changes that we've made already. And whether we win 10 games again this year or whether we win less or if we win more, my belief and my hope doesn't really change, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to do this video because I think that as we get closer to round one, as we get even closer to these pracky games, they're scheduled in the next couple of weeks, I think from what I've read online, a lot of Sainers have a lot of differing opinions on the season ahead and what they expect and what they deem is a pass or a fail. So for me, I'm pretty comfortable with either option. I think that whether we make finals or not, I'm pretty comfortable with the path that the club's taking because I think it's going to be positive in the long run. But I know some of you Sainers watching will want some very quick short-term success, and that's absolutely fine. We've been starved of success our whole history. So to want a little bit of, short-term success is not a problem. Obviously we want the boys to win every single week. So I completely understand that, and I'm the same. So comment your thoughts, Sainers. Let me know, what is your pass mark for the footy club this year? Is it making finals? Is it just being competitive every single week? Is it having a recognisable game plan that the boys seem to be able to follow comfortably with no confusion whatsoever? Let me know. And then obviously on the flip side, what is your fail? If we miss finals, is that a fail for you? And then 2024 is when we all really expect the boys to be ready to go to make finals and then to have a tilt at top 4. Is that what we're thinking? So let me know in the comments, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video as well. As I said, comment your thoughts on this topic, and most importantly, hit subscribe. I know that in the last 90 days, we've had a lot of views on the channel. Over 52% of those views were from people that have not yet subscribed to the channel. So if you're one of those and you're a Sainer, help us hit 10K this year by subscribing. And you might actually win a prize like this signed Nick Riewoldt portrait. You've got a signed Guernsey. You've got a signed Nicky Dell portrait there. There's a lot of prizes that I want to give out to you Sainers for your amazing support on the channel. So as I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do. You might win something pretty amazing and you'll get all this content as well. So I'll leave it there, Sainers. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll be back next week with some more Saints TV content. Till then, take care, Sainers, and as always, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.